the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it in his belly. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Here's Reed to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Harrington. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Nevada.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. Sets his feet. It's Harrington. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second down to the air. That's caught. It's all stopped. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. From the gun, it's Taylor. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Turning on the Jets. The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking downfield, it's Harrington. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw one first. Left side is Marsh. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Makes the catch. It's all stopped.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the fullback. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Throws to the tight end. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces a 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Harrington. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. Down he goes, but for the 2nd time on this drive, they move the sticks on 4th down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Bear. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Taylor has it. Breaks the tackle. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Still looking to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Sellers on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Caught. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Just had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got out of trouble and throws. Way off target there.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw it in completion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Taylor. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Harrington. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide right, it's Clark. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sellers throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to throw, it's Harrington. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Dangerous throw on that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on second down. Sets his feet. It's Harrington. Fires left. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second and long here. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running the red zone, it's Taylor. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick give. It's Allen. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they swarm him under.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing.
Hits the afterburners. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Harrington. Stepping to the right. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play fake, Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the counter. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Lofton. Snags it, and he's open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run inside. It's Allen. Can't get him to the ground.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Harrington. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Breaks into the open. All the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
With the catch, it's Moore, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's all stopped. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Drops back. It's Harrington. Catch in the middle. It's Alstott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Harrington. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Hit as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Snap was to throw to start this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final
Good
play
game, bro.
as this game is over. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, just Golden Bears ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Keeps it himself. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Throwing, Sellers. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quick completion on the out route. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Sellers dumps it to the back. Between the hashes, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Straight ahead, it's Brown. All over him immediately.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Push is ahead. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Dropping back, it's Harrington. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the